Now, following the recent announcement by the Director General of the Nigeria Center for Disease Control that there are inadequate bed spaces to accommodate patients at isolation centers across the country, many citizens are trying not to get infected. Some Nigerians are now taking herbal remedy to boost their immune system and put their body in a better position to fight the coronavirus. But there are now cases of abuse of such substance, as reported by our correspondent, Sharon Ejason, in this special report.
Nigeria, Africa's most populous country, is faced with the challenge of containing the COVID-19 pandemic, like many other countries across the globe. With great concerns over lack of adequate test kits, Lagos and other metropolises are experiencing major outbreak. According to the doctors and public health experts, it could become one of the continent's worst case. Left with not much options, alternative medicine becomes the way out for many people. With a demanding job like journalism, where you cannot determine the level of contact you might have in a day, week, or month, I decided to take precautions. Neem tree, popularly known as dongoyaro, is one major item abused by people, perhaps because of its chloroquine content. A visit to the market showed the rush by people to purchase items like ginger, garlic, turmeric, lemon, lemongrass, pineapple, and many more. The thirst for herbal mixture, popularly known as agbo, is also on the increase. Adebimpe Fumilayo informs me of the increased patronage, but lament over the rise in the price of items needed to produce herbal drinks.
Herbal drink is very effective. Even before the outbreak of coronavirus, we have always enjoyed buying it. But because of the ban on interstate travel, the herbs we use to make the drink are now very expensive.
The search for prevention against coronavirus and the fear of contracting it has resulted in good business for us who sell products like ginger, garlic, turmeric, and more, though the prices of spices have gone up.
This is another preventive measure taken by many people in Nigeria and across Africa. Lack of dosage when taking alternative medicine poses great challenge to the effectiveness of herbal mixture. In the quest to boost my immune system after visiting the airport some weeks ago, I took an overdose of fermented neem leaves with ginger and turmeric, and of course, I landed at the hospital and was made to do an abdominal scan for fear of any damage to my stomach. After getting well, I decided to seek knowledge from Patrick Ijewere, a medical professional trained in the United States of America. The wellness expert says, for your immune system to be boosted by any substance, detoxification of the body, reducing sugar intake, improved lifestyle, and eating nutritious foods are priorities.
You don't have to go out of your way to consume, 10 turmeric and 5 ginger and no. And the system is also brilliant. If you overconsume some of these things, you and the toilets will have a very close, dear relationship because the body will expel it in its wisdom. When you take things in its natural form, your body will absorb, it will digest, it will absorb what it needs, and the excess. If your body is optimal, it will excrete the excess, give you a mild diarrhea for a couple hours, and then it will balance again.
A report by African Fact Check Twitter handle states that pineapple, lemon, and ginger mixture does not prevent any individual from contracting coronavirus. As the search for coronavirus cure continues, there are a lot of doubt over the COVID organic from Madagascar since outbreak of the pandemic. Nigeria's own Professor Maurice Iwu announced that he has a possible cure for the virus, but funds for clinical trial to help find effective treatment for COVID-19 remains an arduous task. It is said that the cost of clinical trials to find lasting solution is between $21 million and $400 million.
1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, go. Increased funding for research institutes empowering the university system might be helpful during the COVID-19 pandemic, as individuals, regular exercise, exposure to sunlight, eating well, drinking enough water, and of course not abusing any immune booster might just be one of the ways to staying alive during this pandemic. Sharon Ijason, TVC News, Lagos.